God, turn the light back on. I don't know exactly when the light went out inside. It wasn't all at once, it was a slow and quiet tide. First the joy got smaller, then the worship lost its sound. Then one morning I woke up and nothing could be found. I sat inside the services and sang the words by rote, like a man who knows the melody but lost what made him road. I smiled at all the right times, said amen in all the right places, but inside I was hollow in ways I couldn't put to faces. But God turned the light back on, not with thunder, not with fire, just a slow and gentle dawn. God turned the light back on. In the middle of a season I was sure had gone too long. Oh, God turned the light back on. I didn't see it coming, didn't feel it right away, but something in the darkness started quietly giving way. God turned the light back on. I've heard the ones who say it happened in a single night, a moment and a prayer, and then suddenly the light. But mine was more like winter, slowly learning to release, more like frozen ground, remembering what it was like to breathe. A song that hit different on an ordinary drive, a stranger's words that landed like they knew I was inside. Small things, quiet things, the kind you almost miss, but they were hands reaching into the hollow, reaching into this. Yeah, Elijah in the wilderness had nothing left to give, burned out from the battle, didn't even want to live. Hey, and God didn't come in earthquake, didn't come in wind or flame. He came in something gentle, and he whispered out his name. Oh, that's the kind of God who'll find you when you lost your inner fire, not demanding more performance from a man already tired. I can't tell you that the darkness never tries to come back in, or that every day is burning with the place that I have been. But I know the difference now between the hollow and the full, and I know the hand that fills me when the empty starts to pull. Something was returned to me I didn't know I'd lost so deep, a quiet kind of warning, Lord, a fire in my sleep. Oh, God turned the light back on, not with thunder, not with fire, just a slow and gentle dawn. God turned the light back on. In the middle of a season I was sure had gone too long. Ooh, God turned the light back on. I didn't see it coming, didn't feel it right away, but something in the darkness started quietly giving way. Hey, God turned the light back on. Lord, He turned the light back on in me. God turned the light back on. and locked the world outside, convinced that even heaven had no reason left to fight. A man like me in pieces, on a floor too cold to name. I stopped expecting anyone to come back through that frame. The silence had a texture thick and heavy on my chest, and I told myself that God had gone and left me with the rest. But God never left the room. He was there in every corner of my darkest afternoon. God never left the room. When I swore I was alone, He was still breathing in the gloom. The room. Depression has a language that convinces you it's true, that nobody is coming and there's nothing left to do. It wraps around your thinking like a fog you cannot clear, and makes the ones who love you somehow disappear. I believed every word it said for longer than I should, and called the lies my gospel like a broken man would. But I found footprints in the places I was sure no one had been, traces of a presence in the middle of my worst unseen. The bread left on the table like Elijah in the wild, the strange and sudden stillness that can only come from the divine. I didn't hear a thunder, didn't see a burning light, just a quiet that was different from the quiet of the night. I don't have all the answers for the darkness that you're in. I won't pretend the morning comes the moment you begin, but I'll tell you what I know from every night I thought was last. God was in the room with me through everyone that passed, not fixing every broken thing, but making pain make sense. Just present, just remaining, just enough to keep me inside. God never left the room. He was there in every corner of my darkest afternoon. God never left the room. When I swore I was alone, He was still breathing in the gloom. Oh, God never left the room. Lord, He never left the room. Not once did He leave. God never left the room. done things I don't say out loud in the light of day. Carry them like stones inside a coat that wouldn't fray. The kind of weight that makes you think you used your last chance up, that grace has got a limit and you finally hit the cup. I've sat inside the church house, feeling outside every word, like the songs were meant for someone else and not for what I've earned. Oh, but your mercy is bigger than my name, bigger than the record of the worst of what I became. Oh, your mercy is bigger than my name. It reaches past the places I'm too ashamed to claim. Your mercy is bigger than my name. I know the list by heart because I wrote it in my sleep. Every wrong decision and every promise I couldn't keep. The people that I hurt when I was running from myself, the years I spent on everything but what was good for my soul's health. I've tried to pay it back, but there's no currency for this. Some debts just live inside you like a wound that won't dismiss. Yeah, but David was a murderer who still got called a friend, and Paul was standing holding coats at Stephen's bitter end. Rahab hid the spies behind a life nobody praised, and every one of them got swallowed up inside a grace that didn't ask for perfect, didn't ask for clean hands first. It just asked for someone honest enough to come in thirst. So I'm done shrinking in the doorway like I don't belong inside. I'm done letting what I've done become the measure of my life. Not because the past don't matter or the damage wasn't real, but because the one who sees it all still chose to kneel, still chose to reach into the wreckage of a name like mine and call it something worth redeeming, worth reclaiming, worth the time. Your mercy is bigger than my name, bigger than the record of the worst of what I became. Oh, your mercy is bigger than my name. It reaches past the places I'm too ashamed to claim. Your mercy is bigger than my name. Lord, it's bigger than my history, bigger than my shame. Your mercy is bigger than my name. I thought salvation was a single moment, frozen in time. A prayer I prayed at 17 that drew the finish line. Like grace was just a door you walked through once and that was it. And everything that came after was just learning how to fit. But I've been back to broken more times than I'd like to say. And every time I thought the grace had finally looked away. But I'm saved by amazing grace again, not for the first time, and Lord, probably not for the last. Saved by amazing grace again. It keeps on reaching forward while I keep on falling back. Saved by amazing grace again. It's not a one-time story, it's an every morning thing. Saved by amazing grace again. The same grace that found me then keeps finding me. Saved by amazing grace again. I met the ones who wear the salvation like a finished coat, like the work is done and dusted and they memorize the note. But I'm the kind of man who needs it fresh with every sun, who wakes up in the middle of a battle not yet won. Not because the cross wasn't enough the very first time through, but because I keep on needing what only grace can do. Peter denied him 3 times in the cold of that same night, and 3 times on the shoreline Jesus asked him in the light, not to shame him for the failing, not to count the cost, but to show that grace don't calculate how many times you've lost. 70 times 7 wasn't just for me to give, it was the very math of how grace lets a broken man live. So I've stopped pretending that I only need it once, stop performing a perfection that I've never really stunned. I come back to the table with the same hands and the same need, amazed that there is always bread and always room for me. Not crawling in with shame like I have worn the welcome thin, but walking in like someone who knows grace always lets him in. Saved by amazing grace again, not for the first time, and Lord, probably not for the last. Saved by amazing grace again. It keeps on reaching forward while I keep on falling back. Saved by amazing grace again. It's not a one-time story, it's every morning thing. Saved by amazing grace again. The same grace that found me then keeps finding me. Saved by amazing grace again. Lord, amazing grace again and again and again. Saved by amazing grace again. Oh, it wasn't much of a prayer, if I'm being honest here. Just a broken little sentence that I breathed into the fear. No altar and no kneeling, no cathedral, no refrain. Just a man inside a bathroom, whispering through the pain. I didn't think it traveled past the ceiling of that room. Didn't think it had the weight to push through all that gloom. But heaven heard my whisper, every fractured word I couldn't even finish right. Heaven heard my whisper, through the thickness of my darkest, most defeated night. Heaven heard my whisper, when I had no voice left, just a breath and just a need. Heaven bent down low enough to hear a man like me. Heaven heard my whisper. I've heard the ones who pray like thunder, shaking up the room, with voices full of certainty that cut right through the gloom. But I was never that, Lord. I was quiet in my need, more likely found in corners than up front, for all to see. And for the longest time I wondered if the quiet ones get through, if heaven has a volume that a whisper can't get to. But you caught Hagar crying in a desert, all alone. No congregation, no musician, just a woman and a bone. You heard Hannah weeping with no sound upon her lips, just a silent desperation from a heart in an eclipse. So the evidence is ancient and the evidence is clear, that you don't need the volume, you just need the person near. Now I think about that bathroom and the breath I almost lost, and how something shifted after, how the silence had a cost. Not because the walls came down, or everything turned bright, but something in the heaviness felt different in the night. Like the prayer had been received by hands I couldn't see, and the God of all creation stopped to listen just to me. Heaven heard my whisper, every fractured word I couldn't even finish right. Heaven heard my whisper, through the thickness of my darkest, most defeated night. Heaven heard my whisper, when I had no voice left, just a breath and just a need. Heaven bent down low enough to hear a man like me. Heaven heard my whisper. Lord, heaven heard my whisper, even mine. Heaven heard my whisper. I wasn't in a sanctuary when He found me, I'll say that plain. I was face down in the wreckage of a life I couldn't maintain. No candle and no altar, no repentance, dressed in Sunday best. Just a man in his own ruins, with nothing left to confess but the mess. I thought grace required something I no longer had to bring. Turns out grace don't wait for clean hands. It meets you in everything.
There is grace in the mud,
not just on the mountain where the light is clean and good.
there is grace in the mud,
Right down in the lowest place I swore no love could touch.
there is grace in the mud.
He didn't wait for me to rise before He came. He stepped down into all of it and called me by my name. There is grace in the mud. I've seen the testimonies of the ones who hit the ground and woke up in a moment with a glory and a sound. But mine was slow and quiet, more like thawing after frost, more like finding out you're held when you were sure that you were lost. No lightning and no vision, just a gradual coming back. Grace that worked in silence, filling every single crack. Oh, the prodigal was filthy when the father broke and ran. Didn't ask him for an explanation, didn't reprimand, just covered what was shameful with a robe and with a ring. Grace don't ask you to deserve it, that's the whole point of the thing. So if you're reading this from somewhere that you're too ashamed to name, just know the mud is not too deep for grace to find that place. I'm still not fully clean, and I don't know if I'll ever be, but I know that I am different from the man I was when grace found me. Not because I pulled myself together by some strength inside, but because something holy chose to sit with me and not subside. Every scar that's on this story has a mercy underneath. Grace was in the falling, grace was in the ground beneath. There is grace in the mud, not just on the mountain where the light is clean and good.
There is grace in the mud,
Right down in the lowest place I swore no love could touch.
there is grace in the mud.
He didn't wait for me to rise before He came. He stepped down into all of it and called me by my name. No, there is grace in the mud. Lord, there is grace in the mud. Even here, even now, there is grace in the mud. know the world has moved on to 1,000 other things, trading ancient altars for whatever comfort brings. They say the old story doesn't hold the way it used to do, that a cross on a hill 2,000 years ago can't make it through. But I've been in the places where philosophy runs dry, where self-help hits the ceiling and there's nowhere left to try. And the only thing that reached me in the bottom of my worst was something old and rugged, and a love that took the first. The cross still has power. It's not a relic on a wall. It's not a piece of jewelry you wear before you fall. The cross still has power over everything I am, over every chain I carry, every place I couldn't stand. The cross still has power. It was power then, and Lord, it's power now. The cross still has power. I've watched it break addiction in a man who had no hope. I've seen it reach a mother who was barely holding rope. I've sat beside the dying as they faced what none of us can fake, and watched the cross give something that no doctor's hand could make. It isn't just a symbol for the ones who choose to believe. It's the only explanation for the changes I have seen. They took him down and sealed the stone and thought that it was done, that power could be buried underneath the weight of one. But Sunday came with something that no empire could contain, and every life is touched since then has never been the same. So don't tell me it's just history.
Don't tell me it's just them.
I've got too many witnesses
Who found their life again.
I bring it up because I need it just as much today as the moment that it first broke through and took my guilt away.